It is day one of my small account challenge. I guess it's just an account challenge. Um, we started off with 1,000. Obviously, we took this Doge long. This was based on the higher time frame. We took this Ondo long. This was based on the lower time frames. I don't know why I used 20x rather than 10, but whatever. Um, I want to share why I entered both of these plays. So, Ondo, this was a beautiful trade. The biggest outperformer since the ETH ETF news. There were a couple others people may have actually been in it, so maybe it's not the biggest, but people, and there were a couple others that went well. ETH Finance, but let's look at this trade. Um, yeah, the biggest thing, and I love to emphasize this all the time. This is my probably my favorite setup is when you have a resistance zone and you keep approaching it with higher lows and you keep tapping it. So although this case is not the best example, you are having higher lows here compared to here, compared to here, compared to here, compared to here. And then if we go to the lower time frames, we had these higher lows, and then obviously right here we broke above this to create a higher high, and then we come back down. I entered at 0.9393 or something, so that's like right there. So as you can see, I caught this wick really right before the ETF news. I went low risk. The risk was $26 loss. I think stop loss was like somewhere here. And the reason for that was because with ETH ETF news, you never know which way it's going to go. But I wanted to expand a little about this play, this trade specifically regarding the beautiful setup that I always see with the resistance zone. And to do that, I think watching Bitcoin, let me try to find exactly where it was. That's the best example of this. Um, where is it? I guess might have been. It was 4 hour chart, I think, and it was somewhere down here. I think it was somewhere here. This is one example. As well, you got this resistance zone, and we keep going up and tapping it, and then coming lower. We break up, sorry, we touch the resistance, and then this time we create a higher low. Then we almost touch the resistance, it's close enough, and then we make a higher low. We touch the resistance, we have a higher low. We touch the resistance, we have a higher low. And then when we finally break above it, we have this massive move, which is 17% about. So that's the idea. Let's chart some other tokens. BLZ had a very similar move. We have this higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And I was in a long, like, where was it? No, I entered a long here. And I was worried. We did have a lower low compared to these ones. And especially compared to this one and this one. It was very concerning. We got the close above and we were sent to the resistance zone. And I actually took profits here and then it hit I had a stop loss here. I raised it, of course. But then I assume because this was a lower low, because of that, we are continuing now in a downtrend. But had we broken above this zone here, we probably would have uptrended like we did with Onzo. That's the general idea. Um, top watches now, Pendle. Still waiting for it to come into the zone. If it does, probably won't. Well, I shouldn't say probably won't, but maybe won't. Obviously, we're doing that in case Bitcoin sees a bit more downside. Of course, it can. I am just waiting for Bitcoin to flip the 69K level. We are in an uptrend on the daily chart. We just reclaimed it really. So we should be good for higher until we obviously get a lower low and then confirm a downtrend again. This is something that I think everyone should know. I act as if an uptrend will continue forever and that a downtrend will continue forever. And the reason for that is because I mean, you look at the past bull runs, and that is almost what happens. I mean, if you look at let's look at the weekly chart, the uptrend that we changed. Okay, so we were in a downtrend here. Then we changed to an uptrend here. I would have tried entering here. Actually, my entry would have probably been there, 18,000 because of this. But what has happened since? We just continued on the uptrend. That's how it works. There are, of course, exceptions. Actually, I wouldn't even consider this an exception. I was going to say this is technically a downtrend, but it's tough to say because arguably this isn't the low that we broke. This would have been the low, and we didn't go below that low. So then we created a higher high, and then we come down, and I would have actually expected it to go up here to create a higher high again. But what actually happened was it just continued down. And right when we broke here, that was a signal of a downtrend starting. And then we downtrended. And then when we switch market structure, we just continue on an uptrend. It's I think very easy when you get in this mindset to take advantage of longs or shorts. And that's why I like Ondo. I mean, Ondo was a outperformer for a while, one of the top RWAs. Now it's breaking out. We're in price discovery. Who knows how high it will go? So yeah, that's a little update. None of this is realized gains yet. Wanted to emphasize that. Doge, still waiting. Um, the Doge dog just died, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, it reclaimed the uptrend. We should have caught it down here technically, but I missed it. And now it's in a decent position. It should be able to continue in an uptrend. This uptrend is not that strong, as you can see. Pepe is better, which I also have a long for as well. But yeah, ETH news is bullish for the market. Super excited for the weeks to come. None of these profits are realized because I really think we are at the bottom of the bull market. I think it's only up from here, really. So yeah, really be prepared and get ready to take advantage of this. See ya.